So hi, my name is Laurent, and today I'm gonna present to you my book that I made with Theo. It's called Give Me a Second Eye, and I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna answer some questions, and I'm sorry for the tone of my voice. I'm very sick, but I'll try to make it the best I can. So, once upon a time, there was a small guy wearing a suit, walking towards a restaurant during the night, with only one thing in his mind, and that was to reconciliate with his girlfriend, Trisha. He is very nervous, and he's thinking of a million of ways to reconciliate. He arrived, and when he saw her with the dog, his heart broke into 1,000 pieces. It was a face that John had seen before. The dog was following him like his own shadow. The husky was talking with Trisha, and when she saw John, she avoided eye contact. I don't know if we see well. I hope we do. Okay, good. Okay. The dog stood up and blocked John from his girlfriend. The dog said, "You can't go to Trisha," in a defensive way. And John said, "Let me see her," in an angry way. The dog turned red. "You should have stopped doing bad things with your friends," said the dog in an angry way. "I stopped talking to them, I stopped seeing them, and I stopped thinking about them. They weren't the smartest tools in the shed, and they had a bad influence on me," said John. Poof! The dog turns yellow. "What about the fact that you betrayed her?" said the dog. "I changed. I'm not the same person anymore," John answered in a guilty way. Poof. Poof! The dog turned blue. "What about the fact that you made her cry?" John started crying and said, "I'm sorry, I can't see." As crying was her solution, going back to her was mine. Poof! The dog turns back to white. "You can now see her," said the dog in a nice way. Now that they are alone together, John said, "I'm so sorry, sweetheart." Trisha said, "I've been through some things. You aren't quite a Romeo." John said, "I was trying to be kind to you." Trisha said, "Sometimes you need to be cruel to be kind." "You'll always have a pizza in my heart," said John. They both started laughing. A couple of years later, John and Trisha got married and they even had a child which they named Husky. The end. So, that was a story. So, the first question I need to answer is, did you like the project? I did, because we used our creativity to create the book. And I really like working with Theo, because we had really great ideas. And yeah, I like the project a lot. That was cool. And also, I like the song "We Are Young" by Fun, so it was cool to like create a story around this song. I really liked it. What was the hardest part of the project? Actually, it was to find the AI generated pictures, because it was at the beginning the dog was supposed to be a cloud, but it was really hard to generate a cloud, so we switched to a husky, but it was really hard to get the images right, so we struggled a lot with that. What was the most pleasant part of the project? Writing the story, because it was pretty easy to write since it's a child book. Yeah, so writing the story was the most pleasant part, and the satisfaction when we got the images right, that was cool too. What was the inspiration of your story? So basically we used the song "We Are Young" by Fun, and we started by the fact that in the song there's this guy and he needs to get his girlfriend back, and they're in a bar, but since it's a child book, we chose a restaurant. So that was her inspiration. What is the significance of your selected song? So basically it's that you only have one life to live, and you need to live it at its max. So is that every mistake you make, you can catch up to them. So that was the significance. What is the message of your story important to you? Because the boy John, he made mistakes in his past, and he's trying to get back to his girlfriend, and we find it important that like you apologize and you realize your mistakes so that you can make the person feel better. So that was our that's why we think our message in the story is important. What will children gain from reading your story? I think to be more careful with other people, because people have emotions and you can't hurt them like whenever you want. If you could redo this project, what would you do differently? Honestly, I don't know. Like, I think we did pretty well, and I don't have much more inspiration. But I guess we could make our story longer and more detailed. But I guess, yeah, yeah, that's it. So, well, thank you, and have a good night, and ciao.